In the grim darkness of the 41st millennia, there is only war. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juggernaut, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Men of War Assault Squad 2 mod called Men of Warhammer Chaos Rising. This is a Warhammer 40k mod, which primarily focuses on the fighting between Chaos, or traitor forces, and the Imperium of Man. Before we continue into looking at the units, the vehicles, the equipment, so on and so forth, and reviewing the mod, and also showcasing it at the same time, let me just point out that this is an extremely early version of the mod itself. Now, bearing that in mind, all sorts of bugs, crashes, imbalances, and so on and so forth that you may see during the video are prone to be changed very soon, actually. The version of the mod that I'm running right now is 0.01, so that should tell you a lot about the quantity of stuff that is planned for this particular mod. There also is a hotfix, I think they're calling it 0.01.1 or something like that, I don't know. But yes, point being, extremely early version of the mod. So, what does it actually feature for now? Well, as you can see here, or rather under Chaos Rising, we have two factions. Well, three, technically. We have Chaos Forces, the Imperial Guard, and the Space Marines Blood Ravens chapter. We're going to begin with the Chaos Forces and the Iron Warriors. These are the Iron Warriors before you. I believe this is every one of their units available to us right now. So, the elephant in the room is, obviously, these are Space Marines, right? Well, they're heretic, or, sorry, not heretic, they're traitor Space Marines, yes. They have power armor. They should be a lot tougher than a regular, I don't know, German soldier, considering this is Men of War, or, you know, a regular Imperial Guardsman or something like that. The beautiful thing is, they are. Space Marines act more or less like Space Marines. Now, one thing to note is you will see chainswords on some of the units, or, you know, machetes, bayonets, stuff like that. These don't work. For example, yeah, he has a bayonet. These don't work. Melee doesn't work within this mod yet. If the mod author, or the mod authors, somehow manage to get melee working in Men of War 2, I would be fascinated. I really would, because that is incredibly difficult to pull off. If they do it somehow, I'll just, like I said, I'll be amazed. But for now, pretty much all our combat is going to be done at range. At range with what, you ask? Well, the weapons are similar across factions, pretty much. Obviously, there are some uniques here and there, but the general bolters, las guns, and stuff like that are in the game, and let me show you. For example, yes, you see this guy has a sword, you can't switch to it. It doesn't work, it's purely cosmetic. Anyways. Weapon range has also been reduced. Though apparently not for the pistol. This is an extremely long-range pistol. Okay. But a lot of the weapons had their range reduced. So, for example, you are no longer able to shoot at things 100 meters away in the game. This has been done to pretty much just to balance the game out, and from my somewhat limited playing experience, it's a genius move. Unit visibility, or the range at which they can see units, hostile units, has also been reduced. This makes the combat more compact, tighter, it makes it feel more gritty, makes it more personal, and it's terrific. For Warhammer 40k, it works. If something were like this were to be done for a different universe, or, you know, even a historically focused mod, it wouldn't exactly work. You need the sort of range, but for Warhammer 40k, reducing the range was brilliant. Also, the weapons seem fairly well balanced. There, for example, we had a grenade launcher. You'd think that would be overpowered, right? 10 grenades in one magazine, well, you could just rip open and rip apart entire squads of enemies. Not exactly. See, the beautiful thing is, weapon damage has been reduced. And I can't praise the mod author enough for these basically balanced works, right? For example, and I will in a bit get to all the other units, and I will show you a lot of combat later down the line in the video. Patience, please, basically. You'll see that if I put a couple of regiments of Cadians here and they start shooting at the Iron Warriors, it's going to take a while. They have power armor, right? It's going to take a while to get through the power armor and to actually kill these guys. Not to mention that they can actually heal with medkits. So fighting takes a while. It's a little bit slower. And I personally, I would even buff the Space Marines even more. Well, the Space Marines, Blood Ravens, and the Iron Warriors. I would buff them to be even tougher than the regular Guardsmen. But anyways, like I said, balancing will be sorted out in the future. I really like it where it is right now, though. So these are the Iron Warriors. You have various bolters, various. Okay, that's another bolter. Pick something else. There is a heavy bolter here as well. Another heavy bolter. Okay, do we have any plasma guns? Yes, we have melter guns, plasma guns, pistols. It's a melter gun as well, right? Yeah. No, it's actually a plasma gun. There you go. There we go. And the nice touch about the plasma guns is they will actually set fire to things, which I noticed is a very nice little touch alongside it. And we have cannons as well, which work fantastically, as you can see. And this weaponry is sort of more or less shared across the board for all sorts of units. Speaking of which, the Blood Pact. Essentially, the Blood Pact is Imperial Guard just corrupt. Am I getting that right? Probably. And this is how they look. They have their elite units here. You can take a look at those if you wish. Yes, you are the destroyers, yes. With interesting facial attire, shall we say. That's actually a thing I wanted to mention as well. I'm praising the living hell out of this mod. I know. The unit models and the quality of the models themselves absolutely fascinates me. I mean, they're gorgeous. Look at them. Look at the detail. I've seen mods that have been for far longer in development whose models don't look as good. Not to mention that all of these units are voice acted as well. Not customly. I believe most of the voice acting is taken from the Dawn of War franchise. So there's that. I hope that there's no legal issues with that. I wouldn't know, to be honest, but I'm sure that the people that Relic, the people behind Dawn of War won't mind. Right? Anyways. Onto some more troops, I suppose, for the... How do you do this? It's been a while since I played this. Okay, never mind. Let's do it like this. The Grenadier, LMG, Medic, Melter Guns, Officers, various types of officers, so on and so forth. Voxcasters as well, which I want to try out really quickly here. Yep, there you go, Voxcaster.
That is the way to hell. Consume us.
And there you go. So this would be the Blood Pact, with all their heretical ways, I suppose. I want to kill these people later. Let's just send them over in that general direction and move them out of the way. These guys as well. Clear the area, please. Moving on, we have the Imperial Guard. The first Harknian, the 212th Cadian, the Death Corps of Krieg, and the Steel Legion. These are your troops available to you. First Harknian, I can't pronounce that for some reason, is in two separate tabs for some reason, but like I said, early stages of the mod development. So, let's begin with the fan favourite, the Death Corps of Krieg. Anti-tank units, flamers, grenadiers, melter guns, plasma guns, riflemen, squad leaders, pretty much everything they have. So, one big squad here of everything that is available to them. How do they look? Standard, like I said, the models are absolutely terrific. They have flamer units as well. which do work. I was scared that they're not going to work because they don't start off with the flamers equipped. That's because they're waiting to choose what would be best for their particular engagement. So, let's set fire to these guys, eh? Yes, we're setting fire to Iron Warriors. Lovely. Actually killed them. Yeah, the flamer maybe could use a little bit of balancing. Anyways. Don't actually do anything. Come back here, I'm showing you off. You look pretty. There you go. Death Troops of Krieg. Moving on. I guess we should show off everyone. Yeah, here's these guys as well. They're pretty much the standard deal with them. It's just a variety of weapons for all units. You can see.
Sir, yes, sir.
There we go. And the Cadians last because, well, blessed be her memory. Let it be known that the planet broke before the Guard did. So on and so forth. Those of you that are not up to date on the Warhammer 40k lore, I suggest you get acquainted. I'm not going to spoil it any further, but yeah, just pick up the latest few books of Games Workshop. You will be probably unpleasantly surprised by the events. Well, us loyalists will be. Anyway, enough ranting about 40k. These are the Cadians. Say hi. Again, very accurate depictions of the troops. Models are gorgeous. Weapons are, like I said, pretty much the same. Now, if this were everything, this wouldn't be worthy of a video, right? We're going to set up a combat scenario in a second, but I want to show you something else. Mod Author was, well, he was a busy little bastard, wasn't he? And, oh, you do have the Blood Ravens too. Not that they're irrelevant or anything. So, there you go, all the tactical marines and stuff. This is how they look like. If any of you have played the original Dawn of War, this is a particularly iconic picture and one that should evoke some nostalgia. I believe this is the first intro movie you get, is them fighting Necrons, which aren't a thing in the mod yet, but we can only hope, right? Anyways, like I said, he's been a bit busy, shall we say, and infantry is not the only thing we're provided with. Oh no. Cannons, light tanks, medium tanks, and heavy tanks. Enjoy. Even in version 0.01, you can have some fantastic games in this thing. For example, the Cadian super heavy tanks are all in the game. Look at it. Look at it. Look at them. Look at them. Yes, you can get troops in them and drive around. Also, the equivalent of, the opposite equivalent, I suppose, is true for the Chaos faction. The Blood Ravens have their Predators. The Blood Pact have their Leman Russ. Heretic versions, I suppose, of the tanks. The Cadians also have the same Leman Russ equipment. And as far as the light tanks are concerned, the Blood Ravens have metal boxes. I'm sure you'll appreciate the reference. The Cadians have basilisks, griffins, all sorts of, the anti-tank, the chimeras, the transport. Yes, the basilisk is the anti-tank artillery type ordeal. Griffins as well. All sorts of vehicles have been put in, as you can see. No air for now, unfortunately, but that's something to look forward to, I suppose. As far as stationary weaponry is concerned, this wall is still under construction. There's actually a map that comes with the mod pack itself. It's called Cathedral, and it's under construction a little bit, as you can see, but it'll serve for mod demonstration purposes. As far as stationary weaponry is concerned, autocannons, heavy bolters, heavy bolter bastions, las cannons, static heavy bolter, this thing, and this thing, which they're not finished yet, but yeah, there you go. They do work. The animations don't, but well, for that one they don't. I think this one's fully functional. Yes, it is. glorious, is it not? I'm going to set a few of these up, and yeah, we're going to set up some combat, some actual combat now. So there you go. Be back in a second. So, I've set up some defences, and I've set up our attacking force here. So let's see some actual fighting, shall we? Oh, I nearly forgot. Let's put on a nice background, shall we say? Like I don't know. This was a very nice one. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how they do, shall we? This is the Blood Pack attacking Cadian fortifications, or Cadian trenches, I suppose. I'm going to zoom out all the way here just to give orders to the troops, and I'm going to get in there and see how it all looks. This map is beautiful, by the way. It's essentially just a giant battlefield that's been turned to ruin and waste, but yeah, it's glorious. And it begins! Take a look at the glorious slaughter on the minimap. Excellent, excellent. Actually, take direct control over some units here. Let's do that. Control this guy and see if we can't get a rocket down those fortifications. Ooh, it went through, I think. Yeah, this is designed for taking out tanks, not sandboxes. Let's see what we can do though. Ah, there we go. Laying some damage on the fuckers. Ooh, it appears to be having trouble going through as well as you might expect. It's a very well fortified position. Let's get some more troops in. See how they do now. Me just sending them to their slaughter probably doesn't help their cause either, but well, they're Chaos Forces, there's practically an infinite amount of them, so just go. Beautiful, beautiful. Brings back so many memories of the days of Dawn of War and Dawn of War 1 and 2 primarily. There's a lot of people that like Dawn of War 2. To me, Dawn of War 1 was my favourite. I don't mind Dawn of War 2, but yeah, 1 was definitely my favourite. And this sort of takes me back to that era, except, you know, in a different game, in a different engine. Sort of. It is different. It is entirely different, but just those memories and that sort of nostalgia comes back. You know, I don't think there's going to be enough to defeat the Cadians. Let's give him some vehicles, I think. Yeah, let's give him some vehicles. Where are they? Here we go. Chaos Rising. Light tanks. No, medium tanks. Yes, Lehman Roos tanks. Let's give him those, shall we? Yes, I think we shall. Alright, and you know, get guys to crew them, obviously. Get on this thing. Oh, and we should provide some distractions for the Cadians as well to fight while we're doing all of this. There you go. Are you in the tanks? Yes, you are. Move out! Now, let's see if an armor battalion can punch through, and I'll directly assume control over one of these. They are slow, lumbering beasts, but they do get there eventually, I assure you. Actually, let me just zoom in move the camera a little bit like this. There we go. Alright, here they go. They do have anti-tank capabilities. Well, there's going to be enough, I'm not sure. Let's rip right through there and see if we can't just tear a hole in their defenses. Oh yeah, absolutely with this stuff. This just rips trenches apart. Hell yeah. Can't knock this bunker down though. I need to go around it. There we go. And there we go. Blood for the blood god. Can we switch to the coaxial? Yes, we can. Terrific. This line seems to have broken through. Let's get troops through immediately. Go. Fortunately, there's not that many on that side. Most of them are held up over here. There we go. Well, that was, I believe, insightful as to the how does combat work and how glorious this mod is. It's just terrific, isn't it? It's terrific. I wanted something like this for oh so long, and it's finally here. It is. Now, if only someone would be willing enough to make a Tiberium Wars, Command & Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars mod for Men of War, I would... Yeah, I don't know, I would be extremely happy at that stage, but, you know, regardless of whether that gets done or not, let's switch to something else. So, something a little bit different this time. Let's see the, oh god, that's gone horribly wrong. No, stop. Oh dear Lord in heaven, hold on. Give me a second. Here we go. Just grab all of these and, copy them. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Like I said, something different this time. Let's see the Iron Warriors in action. Seen the guard and how they fight. A bit of a smaller combat situation this time. I've also seen the vehicles. This time I'm going to focus on infantry combat exclusively, or Space Marine combat exclusively. We have quite a few squads of Blood Ravens held up in these buildings over here. And we're going to send in the Iron Warriors to flush them out and hopefully defeat them. Let's see how they do without any sort of marital brilliance whatsoever, just sort of thrown in the open. Let's see how they do. Yep, I expected as much, to be honest. The devastation. Oh god, the devastation to the buildings, which you would expect, right? I mean, if you think about the sort of weaponry that the Space Marines and just, you know, regular troops deal with in, not regular troops, but yeah, Space Marines and Blood Ravens and Iron Warriors deal with within Warhammer 40k, you'd expect World War II structures to collapse instantly under the sheer amount of firepower, and that's certainly it. This school is, it says school there, by the way. This school is certainly, well, not a school anymore, is it? Alright, let's send in a few more squads. I think 2 more should do from the other flank. They are actually still outnumbered, the Iron Warriors, but they do have an advantage in that they're moving around and not sitting behind essentially paper-thin walls, as far as our current weaponry is concerned. Sort of get in there personally, shall we? Yeah. Tear the building down. Also have some flamer action going on. That's interesting to see. Ah, yes. The smell of burned blood ravens in the morning. Well, they're trying to hold their ground, but yeah, the school is practically leveled with the ground. We have some troops in the back here as well. I'm going to be supporting them. I did lose a fair few number of warriors, though. Let's sort of move up to that wall and try and approach the enemy a little bit. They're healing up over here. Get them forward from the flank as soon as they're done. Yeah, I think we can flank them from this way. That would be terrific. Charge. Yeah, if we can get there alive, that is. Grenades being thrown. Oh yeah, I did notice something. The anti-tank grenades and some of the smoke grenades, I think, don't work, which can obviously be a little bit of a problem in the grand scheme of things if you want to, you know, deal with armor and such with Space Marines. But like I said, early stages of the mod development, and besides, it's more than playable as it is right now, so I wouldn't you know, necessarily take that as too big of a problem, I suppose. They're throwing grenades. They're doing a great job at clearing Iron Warriors from approaching sort of this close range combat, and yeah, a lot of Blood Ravens dead, but they are managing to hold their ground and to stave off most of my assault. Approach the wall there and see if we can't get some grenades in on the heavy bolters at the back. No, they're throwing grenades at us instead. Ooh, heavy losses, heavy losses. They do have flamers of their own. Yeah. Yep, that's going to be painful. Move out of the way! I have no health left. How about you? You're decent. Okay. See what we can do with this guy. Can't cause any damage. I believe he's stuck. No, he's good. Nah, the grenade exploded. The grenade made him stuck to the wall. Okay. Well, there you go. Switch over to the Blood Ravens. They did hold all right with a decent bit of forces as well here in the back too. Okay. Well then, I believe. Let me just charge this guy down. There we go. Yeah, good take ammo from him, why not? Alright, well, that was about it, ladies and gentlemen. As far as the showcase for this mod goes, that's all I have for you. Of course, you can set up your own combats and combat missions and situations and all sorts of stuff if you pick up the mod for yourself. And yeah, I thoroughly recommend you do. It is fantastic. Like I said, I haven't played this game in so long. I've forgotten most of the most of how it works, pretty much, to be brutally honest with you. And yeah, I'm sure you can do a lot better than I in terms of your creativity and the stuff you can do in this just this beautiful sandbox of 40k essentially. It is lovely. It's sort of like bringing the miniatures to life and having them fight each other. That's just glorious. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. The link to the mod on moddb.com and there, the download link to all of this is going to be in the description, so you can check it out. If you're interested, I want to just give a huge shout out to the mod creator or the mod author, whichever you prefer. You've done a terrific job, and I can't wait to see what else is in store for this particular product. So until next time, my name's Juggernaut. Like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel. Until next time, take care, bye-bye, and the Emperor protects.